You're right, I'm Matthew, and welcome back to Chelsea's Guided to Glory. Today is episode 8. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, I would advise you to go back and watch them first. But in this episode, we will be first playing Crystal Palace in the Premier League, following that up with the second leg of the quarter-final of the Champions League against Liverpool. So for now, let's get into the start of this video. And in today's episode we will start off with Willian signing a contract extension for another year. I believe we've got him on 10k less than what he was on previously, which is nice, but it's nice to have him held down for another year. And the matches since the last episode. Basically, we've had 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. And unfortunately, the loss was in the first leg of the Champions League quarter-final. And we have a bit of work to do in today's episode if we are going to go through to the semis. And so far we are in 5th place in the league, and we're out of the FA Cup, and we're looking like we could be out of the Champions League if we don't do too well today. But for now we will get into our first match here against Crystal Palace. And our team today is Kepa, with Zuma and Tomori at centre-back, Azpilicueta and Emerson at the wing-backs, Jorginho and Kovacic behind Mason Mount, and then we have Pulisic and Hudson-Odoi on the wings with Tammy Abraham up front. So, Crystal Palace, it should be a game we should win, really, and we're at home, and yeah, we really should get all 3 points here. As you can see, pre-match tunnel interview talking about how Palace are not in the best of form either. So we should really do better. We should do better in this match than we have done in a few of the others lately. Palace have an okay team, but nothing exactly outstanding. They've got a couple of decent players, as we have a free kick here by Mason Mount, which has gone over the top, but Wilfried Zaha has given away a penalty, so Jorginho is going to immediately put us 1-0 up, scoring his 11th goal of the season, I believe that is. And Jorginho is, unfortunately, with an 11-goal tally. I believe that puts him as joint top scorer for this season, because our strikers really have not been on form this season, and hopefully we can get some more goals out of them in the latter part of this season and next season. Or I'll have to replace them, as we've got a corner coming in here. Abraham picks it up to Kovacic now. Kovacic is going to let it out for a goal kick, though, unfortunately. But 1-0 up, with only a few minutes on the clock. It's a very nice way to start this game. And realistically, Crystal Palace have given away a penalty for no real need there, as Mason Mount's free kick went completely over the players and out for a goal kick. However, Wilfried Zaha has been a bit of an idiot there and given away a penalty to us. And like I said, I don't believe Jorginho's missed a penalty yet this season. I think it's only when he hasn't been playing that penalties have been missed. But we've got a throw in here, Azpilicueta, and it's crossed by Emerson into Tammy Abraham, and we will go 2-0 up now. You see, Azpilicueta throws it out, and the 2 wing-backs hit it between each other, and Emerson to the near post with Tammy this time, who manages to head it past Vincent Higuita in the Palace net. And Palace have got a few standout players, but they're very much a mid-table side. Obviously, Wilfried Zaha is their best player by far. I assume, will be trying to look for a move away from Palace to a bigger club. And also, they've got a few other players I like. They've got Luka Milivojevic in midfield, who's also, like Jorginho, a very good penalty taker. And the couple of centre-backs there I'd like to point out. Gary Cahill, obviously Chelsea's former club captain, up until he moved to Palace. And also they've got Mamadou Sakho in there as well as a former Liverpool player. He's had a bit of a topsy-turvy career, really, but he's a decent defender. And also their attacking midfielder, Max Meyer, while he was in the Bundesliga, appeared that he was going to be a very potentially good player. Not necessarily seeming like that now. However, he's still playing at a decent standard with Palace. But in the second half, Fikayo Tomori has got our first yellow card of the match, as James MacArthur's coming on for Andros Townsend here. But we've had a free kick, and Palace have come away with it with Jay McCarthy. And it's back to their defence, and Tammy Abraham's dispossessed Gary Cahill there, and his shot has been saved. And we are going to make a substitution now, and we are bringing on Willian for Christian Pulisic to start off. And Willian signing a new contract, only a year longer, but it's nice to have him tied down for another year, because obviously he is one of the players we have that he's played a lot. But as I'm talking now, we've seen a corner go into the middle by Mr. Mason Mount, and Kovacic has come away with it, and his shot has been deflected towards Jorginho, and Jorginho is fired. And like I say, I'm pretty sure Jorginho is our top scorer now, which it's a little disappointing with only 12 goals. But we've got a free kick here, and Mason Mount has been denied, and it's gone out for a corner. And it's whipped in again over the top of everyone. Tammy Abraham will run it down, and it's been knocked out for a throw-in. But with 72 minutes on the clock, it's been a good game for us. We have massively outplayed Crystal Palace in this match, it seems. I think we've kind of got our starting 11 for the well, we're towards the end of the season, but the team that is playing now is, I imagine it's probably the most played 11 this season. There's a few players that are evidently missing, like N'Golo Kante, but the other two midfielders have been playing way too well to bring Kante into the side. I mean, Kante can always be called upon if he's ever needed to. He's played well, but Jorginho and Kovacic have not faltered, and kind of became our starting centre mid partnership. But as we see now, Kante does come on sometimes. We've also brought Rudiger on in this game. I think centre backs is probably the position that we've changed around the most. Along with the attacking midfield, neither Mason Mount or Ross Barkley have had too long a spell in that position. But they both have had strange seasons. Some games they've played very, very well, like Ross Barkley got man of the match in the Carabao Cup final. But it's strange. They seem to have one great game and one terrible game, so they keep getting switched out for each other. But we're going into injury time here, and it looks like we should have had a comfortable victory in this game, winning it 3-0. And it's a very positive start to the episode. So all we can hope now is that this sort of form will carry us through to the game at home against Liverpool. And Jorginho got man of the match in that one, as he well deserved to with his 2 goals, becoming the top scorer of the club for this season. But now we'll move on to the Liverpool game, and I believe we are starting here with an unchanged team. And Liverpool have a threatening team here. And it's going to be difficult to get through this draw. Luckily, we did get an away goal at Anfield. However, we lost 2-1 there as well. And if Liverpool get an away goal here, it more or less seems like we could be out, or we could be going to extra time. So the worst possible thing that could happen is Liverpool scoring here realistically. Um, but I'm not a whole lot confident about this draw. Liverpool's team have a lot of quality in it. I believe even though we are at home, Liverpool are still the favourites to win this tie. And we are going to start here with a throw-in for us. And we've got Emerson running into the middle, and Pulisic has a shot that hits the post, and it's kicked out for a corner here. Mason Mount's going to take this corner, and it's going to be cleared, but only as far as Kovacic, who is dispossessed by Fabinho. And Liverpool have done some very good early defending there to keep us out of the scoring. And Mount has a free kick here. Zuma will come away with it, and it's back to Mount. And Mount's shot's been saved by Alisson, who's having to make a very good save there. Tomori's picked up the corner, but that has led to nothing. So it's an exciting start to this match, but all we've seen so far is Liverpool's defence seem to be very, very competent. Especially Alisson in goal, making that very important save for them. But as long as we keep attacking, as you can see now, we're well ahead in the attacking stats here. So as long as we keep attacking, more and more chances we'll have of getting one in. And that's exactly what we need to do. We need to at least equalise here, because if we go 1-0 up in this match, we'd be going through on away goals, and that's all we need. We're only trying to get to the next round. But even if we do lose this tie, I'm not too disappointed. Our objective was to get to this stage, and we have done it. And Liverpool are a very difficult tie, so I'm not too disappointed if we lose this. And talking of losing this, Mo Salah has whipped a corner in, and Roberto Firmino has got on the end of it and put Liverpool 1-0 up. Even though we have seemed the better team going forward so far, Liverpool have made their chance count here and put them 1-0 up. And they're on the attack again. Telles into the middle, and there's a shot there. I didn't quite see who it was from, but Kepa has managed to make the save. And he's hit it out again, but Liverpool are going to pick it back up with Nelson Semedo going forward to Salah. But we've picked it up with Kovacic, and Kovacic is through. And Alisson's had to make another very, very important save for Liverpool. And we see now it goes out of play, and nothing's come of that again. But Alisson is currently playing the best on the entire pitch, which is really disappointing for us, that really, as we need to score now. We need to get back into this match if we have any chance of going through, because we are currently 3-1 down. Our away goal has been cancelled out, so we need to score at least 2 just to take it to extra time as we move into the second half now. The stats have started to level up as well, which is a bit disappointing, as Alisson takes a goal kick here, and Liverpool are away with the ball. It's going all the way back to Alisson now, though. He hits it out again, and Van Dijk comes away with it, but we have won possession back, and Hudson-Odoi's through. And there was a good tackle there, put in by one of the Liverpool defenders. I did not see who it was, which just allowed Alisson to pick up the ball without any real trouble. But Hudson-Odoi went on a really good run there. It'd be nice if he could get through another one of them and have a better opportunity to take a shot. But yeah, for now I'm not too hopeful that we're going to get anything from this match. Liverpool have seemed very defensively solid in this game, which isn't surprising if you look at the players they have here. Virgil van Dijk is just he's a beast in the defence, and Joe Gomez, I'd say, is his best partner. I mean, Trent Alexander-Arnold's actually injured for this match, so he can't play. However, Liverpool have brought in 2 rotational wing-backs in Nelson Semedo and Alex Telles, which is, I thought they were strange transfers considering they have Alexander-Arnold and Robertson already. But yeah, Semedo and Tellez have seemed very good options at wing back, and we're going to make a change or two here. And we're going to start by bringing off Christian Pulisic for N'Golo Kante, and we're gonna flip the team around a bit. It's what we need to do here. And then also, I believe we bring off Mason Mount, and Mount is gonna come off for Josh Kimmich, who we're gonna try a little bit further up the pitch this time. We're gonna try him out at right wing for now. As we don't really have the options on the bench that we'd like. We've got our young player Tierno Ballo on there, but the occasion I think's probably a little too big for him. I doubt he'd help us in getting back into this match. Maybe if we were ahead, or if it wasn't such an important match, it'd be okay. But we did get the ball in the back of the net there. However, unfortunately, Tammy Abraham was offside, and the call was made before he even managed to take his shot that went into the back of the net. And we have now got our final substitution. Cesar Spilicueta's going to come off for Andreas Christensen, and Tomori's going to move to right back, as he has done in a lot of games this season, really. Tomori's probably been one of our most important players, as he's versatile across the defence. He's played all across the back when he's needed to. He's only ever started at centre back, but he's come in at right back and left back in the middle of matches when he's needed to. But we are in injury time now, and we have no way of getting through to the semi-finals. And Liverpool have defeated us. And to be fair, we've played Liverpool in every single competition this season. They've knocked us out of the Champions League and the FA Cup. We knocked them out of the League Cup, and we beat them in the Super Cup. And I believe we've beaten each other once. We had once each in the Premier League, so seems like these two teams are reasonably balanced, and we see Alisson fairly deservedly man of the match in that one. But we look at the updated competitions. Obviously, won 2 competitions, we're out of 2 competitions, so now we only have to focus on the Premier League to get that final Champions League qualification spot. But for now, that will be the end of this episode. Please, if you liked it, leave a like, comment, and subscribe with notifications on. But that's all from me now. Cheers for watching, and goodbye.